Yeah, I want to talk about it.
I see the tears welling up. Have you ever talked to like a therapist about it or anything like that? No?
I mean, I had a little bit, but not really. I ain't never really want to talk about it, so it was nothing to talk about.
I was very happy to have a much more substantive conversation with you.
Yeah, we did better this time.
We did a lot better, and I think that we cracked some things open that maybe you can now realize, like, hey, let me maybe see if I can go get some help for that, because maybe it does have an impact on me that I don't realize, right?
Yeah.
And so for any uncomfort that I made you feel, I hope that it is trumped by the positive results that happen on the back end. What's up, YouTube? Back in the lab with KD for the summertime. And this time I got my hitters with me. If you want to get this work, hit up at KD with the muscle on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So apparently we actually interviewed before, but I don't hardly remember it. And so I guess it never made it to YouTube. It was probably about at least a year or so ago.
Yeah, I think it's been like a year and a half.
Year and a half, something like that. Okay, okay. So
about a year and 9 months.
Okay, well let's talk. So so are you homeless?
Yeah, I'm currently homeless in Atlanta.
Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 32.
32? And so how long have you been in this position of homelessness?
For like, I'm gonna say the last year and a half.
Since we talked?
Yeah.
Okay. What was it that happened that caused you to become homeless in the first place?
I was in and out of jail a lot, like just in and out of jail for a whole year, in and out.
For what? What type of stuff?
A couple of times, like they was charging me with possession of my
I ain't gonna bite you. Stop backing up.
They was charging me with possession of my own medications. Like I get pain pills and shit, so they was charging me with narcotics and driving on suspended license.
You just all kind of stuff. You just
I
out here.
got back up again in April. They
For what?
Took my car trying to charge me with.
If you back up one more time, you hear me?
Cause why you gotta be so close?
Because that's my style.
Okay, so I just got locked up again in April, and I'm out on bond. They trying to charge me with forgery to the 2nd degree for a temp tag, and it just be all kind of stupid shit. But that's out there in Douglas County and stuff. So I be trying to stay over here in the city limits of Fulton County, so I won't be getting in trouble like I was and trying to stay out the way, you know.
I'm gonna tell you what, man.
Get my kids back and stuff like that. So
how many kids do you have?
I have 5 kids.
5 kids, and so how old is?
2 boys.
2 girls, 3 girls, 2 boys. How old is the oldest? How young is the youngest?
My oldest is 17. The girls are first 17, 13, and 12, and then my boys are 7 and 6. My oldest is here in Georgia, and the rest of my kids are in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Baton Rouge?
Where I'm from, due to the complications and, you know, situation that I'm in until I get back on my feet.
So we're going to talk about that. So, and how old did you say you was again?
I'm 30.
30? 32? Okay. All right. And so 5 kids. So it sounds like you had kind of 3 of them, and then you had 2 of them. Same dad or different dads?
My first daughter got the same, and then my last got the same dad.
So 2 dads total? Okay. All right. Have you ever been married?
No. I'm married to the money. You see my ring finger?
Yeah. Married to that money, yes, sir.
Let me get that.
All right. So let's just
start. You gonna back up and get me or no?
What, you want me to get the full body? That what you want? Look, y'all, this is our full body. You got give us the twirls that you want to get a full thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing way better than last time. You hear me?
Okay. So, all right. So, okay. Why do you keep on doing little things to get in trouble? Like the temporary tag thing. I know how that is. You like, man, hey, let me just let me go get my people real quick. Get a little temporary tag.
Like it's the past. It's New Year, really. I just got locked up one time this year. It was like really last year I was down bad, just in and out like the last 2 years. But this year I'm doing a little better. I was only locked up once. I'm out on bond. I need to pay them folks, but you know, stuff happens. I got other situations.
Okay, so let's just start from the beginning. So where you from? You say Baton Rouge?
Yes, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Excuse my nose, they gonna get on my ass because I ain't shine my shit, but you know.
Hey man,
yeah,
shout it out, man.
Southside.
Shout out that Baton Rouge, man.
Niggas know him. You know,
Shout it out, man. Shout out that Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah,
And so growing up in Baton Rouge, shout out Boosie, by the way. I'm supposed
Shout
to
out
be
to
going
Boosie.
supposed to be going to his pool party on Saturday.
For real, that's my cousin, baby daddy. Tell that nigga I said.
Listen. Before I do that, I'm gonna get you guys. Tell you to quit backing up.
Cause you too close.
No. I
I
know what works with my content. Okay.
Up the score on that price for real.
Nah, we ain't up in nothing.
It's
all right.
up, get in the details.
Okay. So long story short. So you grew up in Baton Rouge. Did you grow up? Did you have both mom and dad in the household?
Actually, I'm adopted. I grew up in Atlanta. I didn't grow up in Baton Rouge. You know, I moved back a couple of times, but for the most part, I grew up in Atlanta.
All right, hold on real quick. Come up here.
For
Not
the
gonna
most
say
part,
again.
I grew up in Atlanta.
Okay, so from what age?
From the age of 8 years old, moved back a couple of times. My mom moved back like 10 to 13 times. I ain't gonna count.
All right, hold on real quick. Okay.
All
right. Because I don't want no smoke with you. Okay. You like you can fight. All right.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I've been getting it for the last few days. They told me I look like I beat niggas, and I'm like,
Nah, you really
no.
don't. You actually look like you got a sweetheart on the inside.
Thank you.
Just a rough exterior, maybe.
Thank
Right.
you.
All right. So, okay. All right. So you grew up kind of, mostly here. You say you grew up in the system? Okay, so your mom
I was
was
adopted,
moving.
so I wasn't in the system.
Okay.
Luckily, I was adopted by my mom's best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
The only system we was in when we was getting that housing, you feel me? But nah, we ain't go through that.
okay, good. When you say we, you talking about you and your siblings?
Me and my mom.
You and your
adopted
mom? Your adopted mom. Okay.
Yeah, she moved down here when I was 8 for the better. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah,
What
rough.
about your biological mom? Like, did you have a relationship with her? Do you still have a relationship
Yeah, I
with
got
her?
a relationship with her. That's my heart. That's my baby. Both of them my baby. They was best friends, you know. My mom went through some shit.
What was she going through?
She
Like,
lost
what
her
was
mom at my age, you feel me? So she went through it.
kind of like a mental situation and drugs and stuff like that?
Drugs, all that. So
Okay, so basically
yeah,
her
I
best
ended up
friend
with her
came.
best friend because that was best for us at the time. So yeah, my mom moved here when I was little. I was away from my sisters and brothers. They was raised in Baton Rouge. You know, that was.
Are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the middle child.
You the middle?
I got a big sister, a big brother, a little sister, and a little brother. Free my little sister, Janelle Zachary. You know.
Well, why did they take you as the middle child, but not the younger or the older kids and stuff like that? Like, who did they stay with?
My mom's best friend, and the best friend, you know, my mom couldn't have kids, so I mean, she could have kids, but
I was about to
say
what?
So yeah,
He's
I'm
about to
her
confuse
first
me with
baby,
that one.
And
Oh, so you say brother
my mom
sister?
was
You're
in a
talking about?
predicament at the time, so she needed the help, and so
So-
that's how I ended up with her best friend.
Well, I get that, but when you talk about brothers and sisters, you're talking about on your dad's side.
No, all of us got the same mom.
Did you hear what you just said though? Didn't you just say that I was my mom's only child or something like that?
The adopted mom.
Okay. I'm getting confused because we're going back between adopted and biological. So, okay, I got you. Well, right, and so that's why I was trying to ask my question. Like, well, why didn't so in other words, who did your brothers
Well,
and
my
sisters
brothers
stay?
and sisters was raised by my uncle. When my uncle passed, my adopted mom was finna get them at one point, but you know they end up staying in Baton Rouge.
Okay,
and stuff.
I get it. I was
My
trying.
oldest sister, she was down here in Atlanta with us. She ended up going back down there and taking care of my other sisters and brothers until they was of age and stuff like that. My oldest brother, he was already grown, so he was out on his own. My
Okay.
sister had my other little
I get it. I was just trying to see how that situation works. So, okay, so growing up, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
Yeah, I did. My mom worked her ass out for me to have whatever I wanted. But at the same time, I felt like my mom wasn't there for real. She was always at work. So the streets raised me on some shit, you feel me? And she regret that shit because she feel like, you know what I'm saying, she took me to the wrong hood. I was raised on the south side, College Park, Riverdale.
Man,
You know, he got
shout
a lot
out
of
that
gang
Swines,
banging over
man.
there. His squad, all kind of shit going on. Yeah.
So, I mean, from what age would you say you like jumped off the porch or whatever?
I'm gonna say it like shit, about 14, 15 when I got first soon as I touched down in high school for real.
It was over with?
Yeah, I got with the wrong crowd, just started smoking weed. I was rebellious for not being around my family and sisters and brothers. You know, I used to wonder why.
I was
You know
about to
what I'm
say,
saying?
like, how did that make you feel? Like,
I was very rebellious, you know. I used to run away, skip school, smoke weed.
You say you used to wonder why?
No.
No, I'm saying you say you used to wonder why, like, why you had to be away and stuff like that.
I wasn't with my family, sister and brother.
Right. And so, what was your understanding at that age of why you couldn't be around them?
I have no understanding.
Did you ever ask? Like, did you ever inquire? Like, why?
No.
No? Okay, so you just kind of held it in and dealt with whatever the feelings were, and they kind of metastasized themselves by you kind of acting out, being rebellious, stuff like that.
Shit, I used to see my sister and brothers in the summertime when I go to Baton Rouge every summer, but other than that, shit, I just had to make it do what it do.
Okay. So 14 to 15, you kind of jumped off the porch. Did you end up graduating high school?
I went to North Plain, then I went to Tri-Cities. I bounced around a little bit, Langus Mill. Shit, I went to Job Corps, but before I went to Job Corps, I got pregnant with my first daughter, and I got high risk pregnancy. Like, I wasn't supposed to have no kids. I actually died having my first daughter. So
you say you died?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Like your heart stopped?
I got sickle cell. So I slipped into, first I had a seizure. Then I stopped breathing or something. Some fluid got in my lungs, and I caught toxemia. So I was like in a coma a month after I had my baby. For a whole month, I was only breathing 5%, and the machine was doing the rest.
What?
And my pastors and everybody was coming down praying over me and stuff, and I was on a little ventilator, breathing only 5%, and the machine was doing the rest.
This is a 15-year-old girl.
Yes. I was 16. I think I had like 17 maybe.
Well, you say you're 32, right?
Yeah.
And
anyways, we're not gonna get on that.
So the math ain't math. So is the math not math?
Yeah, we ain't doing the math.
Okay, so
anyways,
come back here. Come back.
Oh, yeah.
Come. You have messed up my whole. Listen, I'm supposed to be having this thing in the background. You messing my whole bitch, huh? You like, I done walked you down all the way back down to your fridge.
Y'all can find me at
Look, I'm gonna have to put one of them. I'm gonna have to put one of them things the parents put on their kids to leash you and hold you there. Yeah, cause
I just got off house arrest. I don't need none of that.
You say what?
I just got off house arrest. I ain't fucking with it. You feel me?
Well, listen, stop moving.
I'm on the run again.
Stop. Don't run from me, okay?
Free food.
Okay.
I'm on the run again.
Okay, so no, but seriously though. Okay. All right. So around 14 to 15, and you pretty much got pregnant, right? You know, kind of.
Yeah, I was in Job Corps. I actually went to Job Corps. I got pregnant right before I went, so I had to leave on medical leave.
Was that with like a boyfriend, or was it just kind of like messing around type deal?
It was like I was young, you didn't know no better. It was my first time like really messing around. I got pregnant the first time. You feel me?
You got pregnant the very first time?
No, it wasn't the very first time, but it was like my first. And he was an older guy. I kind of resented him for a long time because I feel like he knew what he was doing.
How old was he?
Well, he was 25.
So he was like 10 years older than you at the time.
Yeah, and I was like 16.
What up, little bit?
And I had met him through a friend I went to school with. I should have been cautious. I wasn't thinking. Shit, I already had buku's kids with his friend. I ain't know no better. I just hopped out the porch and was just, wanted to chill, get out the
being
house.
grown.
Being grown.
Let me ask about that, right? So,
yeah.
So like when you was younger, right? Did anything like ever happen? Like any type of assault or anything like that?
Yeah, I had been through some things.
How old were you when those things happened?
Like 15, 16.
This was before or after you had your baby?
Before I had my baby.
So
I always say I feel like God gave me kids to slow me down, because I had my first daughter. It slowed me down a little bit, but I was steady like back out there. I was trapped. I used to trap and all kind of shit with my daughter. Like I was just trying to get to some money and take care of mine, because we like to have nice shit. I had got my first apartment and stuff.
I know how our culture is.
Yeah.
So I mean, let me ask, what was it that happened at 15?
I was drinking, and to this day I really don't drink like that no more. I was drinking, and I got taken advantage of like by these two dudes I went to school with. My friends was at the house at the time. We was skipping school. I blame myself because I had no business skipping or smoking weed, but shit,
So what exactly did they do? Because here's the thing, right? Kids do that all the time, right? So, and I'm sure right now there's some kids that are skipping school and are hanging out with some guys or whatever. What was it like? How did it get from that to them doing whatever they did?
I don't know. I was drunk. I I get sleepy when I drink. So I don't drink. I don't drink.
Did you like wake up with them like on top of you or something, or?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I see the tears welling up. Yeah. Come over here a little bit. Come over here. Come over here. I want to talk to you for a second. So one of the things that I know from having many conversations out here, right, is that when we talk about these things, there's normally two type of reactions, right? So there's the type of reaction where people, they say it, they talk about it, they've already kind of processed it and healed from it. It's okay. Listen, show your emotions.
I don't.
It still has that power over you. Have you ever talked to like a therapist about it or anything like that? No?
I mean, I had a little bit, but not really. I ain't never really want to talk about it, so it was nothing to talk about.
Well, and so here's the thing, right? Because when we have these things in us and we don't really process them, they have a tendency to become almost like a cancer in us. And sometimes we can't figure out why we're feeling a way or why we're reacting a way to certain things. But it's because we still have this trauma that hasn't been resolved inside of us. It's like it eats away, and we tuck it away in the back of our heads for however long, but they tend to come out. And sometimes at the worst times when we really don't need it to come out. Right? And so I'm not trying to have this conversation to make you feel bad or anything like that. It's the exact opposite. It's to try to help you to talk about it, because the more you can talk about it, the more you can process it, and then it doesn't have that power over you. The same power to where the tears started to well up, because obviously when you think about that, it still elicits the emotions as though it just happened. And that was 17 years ago, right? It's almost 2 decades ago. So as far as that goes, we don't have to continue to talk about it, but I am going to encourage you to, talk to somebody about it, find some type of way that you could process that, because I saw those tears, those were real tears. What are you doing?
I'm just sending a text right quick.
Don't do that. That's rude. I know that we got into some stuff that, feel away or whatever, but
no, I gotta send somebody this cash out. I gotta pay for my room. Look at me.
Let me give you a second. I mean, take your time if you need to.
You can continue. I can talk.
No, we're not doing that. I want you to look at me when we talk. That's rude. If you're looking down doing stuff, that's rude. I don't want you to do that. Okay. I don't want you to come off rude on camera. I want you to come off, very likable. I don't mind me coming off like the bad guy. Sometimes when I come off like I'm asking tougher questions or whatever, it makes people feel, more empathy towards you guys.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you see, right, my skill level is up a little bit since the last time we talked. I just kind of understand where people's pain points may be. And I feel like part of what I do is I help people to bring it out. I help. All right, you still, girl. All right. I'm cooking right now. And you and I don't even remember what I just said.
Okay, my bad.
It's okay, because here's the thing, right? You have this really fun exterior and everything else, like a lot of people do, right? But I want to help you to address some of those things that are beneath the surface. Okay? And so again, we don't have to finish, that conversation right now. But I am going to encourage you to talk to somebody about it, because it clearly has, power over you right now. It clearly has some level of influence over you.
Okay. So I got an appointment coming up with 10 Park Place. So maybe
That's a really good thing. When is that?
Too long. I'm gonna be back in Baton Rouge or something.
What do you mean?
Georgia's too slow for me, like with the shit they supposed
Well,
to
when is the
with.
appointment? Is it
July 20 or something?
Oh Lord, that's like a whole month from now. By the way, it's Juneteenth today, man.
I had my appointment. For real, that's my birthday too.
Better stop backing up.
The real Juneteenth is my birthday. You feel me? I just had a
You
birthday
say what?
last Monday.
What'd you just say?
The real June 10th, actually June 10th, is my birthday.
Well, it's Juneteenth because it was June 19th. But
Okay.
your birthday is one day before mine.
Really?
Yes, my birthday was last Tuesday. I am. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us.
That's what's up.
Come over and give me a hug. Give me a belated birthday hug.
I'm always taking pictures and recording. So
Hey.
I might come up with something like what you got going on.
Well,
today.
listen. I tell you what, okay? Look at us. Well,
look at us, Gemini.
hey, I'm telling you what.
Gemini season.
So listen, I'm not going to ask you to continue to go into detail about what happened, but I am going to ask, what effect do you think it had on you?
A lot. Like you said, it fuck with folks when they don't cope or talk to folks. So, you know, I don't know. It had a lot of effect on me though. I just try to overcome and move past the overlook, you know.
Well,
I got kids and shit.
And people do that, but unfortunately, that's not the right method. Because if you just bury something, like it's like an ostrich sticking his head in the sand.
Yeah, I just try to do shit to keep my mind off. Like I got a shopping problem. I spend a lot of fucking money. It's crazy.
You're trying
I
to
shouldn't even be homeless right now for real.
you're trying, but you know what that is, right?
I go shop. I smoke
Well,
weed.
right. So basically, you're trying to induce dopamine, right? You're trying to induce that feel-good hormone through shopping, through
I like
smoking.
to do shit with my kids. Just go out, be outside, you know.
I get it. So I get it.
Fishing. I kind of want to go fishing since I got to eat fishing.
Well, let me tell you something. That's one of the best things to eat when you're out here.
Really?
Yeah, because you get that really good protein, and you can walk around with it. You can eat it with things like crackers, bread, stuff like that. It's lean. It's you know, they keep it fresh in the can. It's not fresh, but you know.
Yeah, about that question you asked me too, the last one, about how it affected me. I think it affected me like with looking for love in the wrong places too.
That's 100% how it affects people. Like, because at that point they're trying.
Besides the fact my mom always being at work and stuff, I don't know. I think I was just looking for love in the wrong places in the streets and shit. You know, I was on some friendly shit maybe. I don't know.
You was young and impressionable, and like you say, anybody that showed you love and attention, you was probably there.
The incident had happened to me. I was hanging with this girl, called myself drinking with them folks.
And something happened then too?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Like, I don't know if you know about that side of town, but yeah.
Now I know about.
Listen,
I definitely know about California.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I know about the South Side. I know about SWATs, man. That's almost. I feel like somebody was trying to set me up a couple weeks ago over there.
Okay,
Called me to do an interview. And nothing about it looked good.
Oh yeah, they stay dangerous over there.
Listen, and you better stay more dangerous. You feel me?
Got to.
Man, I'm telling you so.
Got to.
So okay.
I mean, I know now. I done growed up.
So here's
I know them.
So I do want to ask, right? So okay. So did you ever like see those guys again?
No, I just know names.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, you don't have to call anybody out or whatever if you don't want to, for sure. But so you never even saw them again.
Oh.
How did you know them? How did you?
The hood.
Just niggas hanging. Just did you like know them from the hood? Like you been knew them type deal? Like you been seeing them around the hood, or they just started?
Some went to school together and shit. Other ones, it was like I said, the neighborhood park and shit. We used to go to the park. You know, we was kids. Me and my homegirls, we used to sometimes get on the chat lines. You know, they used to do the thing.
Shout out to the chat line.
Oh, that's 678-222-2222, motherfucker. But we ain't had no business.
That's social media before social media. You feel me?
Everybody knew about that bitch.
Hey man, shout out to the chat line.
But now, I was hanging with some friends in the neighborhood one time. I was just drinking with this girl. We had one of her folks spot and shit. And I don't know if it was the drink. I don't know if I was slipped something or what had happened. I just know I was fucked up after that. I was like out of it. On some shit. I ended up back at my folks' house. And they had to put me in a tub, threw cold water on me and shit. trying to feed me noodles and shit and shake me back. No, it's just
Do you know, like, did they do something to you when you was drugged up or whatever?
Not my folks who wouldn't shoot me back who house I ended up in. But I should, you know, when I was with old girl and dude, I don't even know, bro.
So
like,
you don't even like.
Sometimes I think about it because, like, sometimes it have been times I don't even know how I got back home. You feel me? One time, me and this girl, we was with the little dude, cause one of the dudes, we had met by the park and shit. I don't know if he was gonna kidnap us or what, but me and the little girl from our church had went out there and shit. I don't think the folks was gonna bring us back home, but they ended up bringing us back home. My mom had to call the police and all kind of shit.
Has any of that, and you know, I do ask for full transparency on this channel, right? Yeah. Has any of that resulted in, like, you deciding, you know what, if I need some money, I'll sell a little bit of Cootie Cat real quick or whatever?
Oh,
that type? No? Okay.
Why I would raise that? I don't know. We're just a different type of breed. We gotta get it for real.
Well, no. I mean, some people.
But you know,
some people it happens like that, and some people it doesn't.
That's the easier way out, or whatever.
Right. And so I was just wondering, because sometimes when that happens to people, they tend to devalue themselves and they tend to devalue sex at that point. You know what I'm saying? And so I've just heard so many different stories that I'm just trying to, understand kind of
what.
what.
Ain't got to, like, I just met this girl right here. She just came down here from LA or wherever she from. And I told her, like, it's real easy to get some money out here. Ain't nothing to it for real. All these niggas be in your face talking and shit. I'ma make you give me some money. Give me $1. These niggas out here panhandling and doing shit every fucking day. If I'm out here struggling and you in my face trying to holler at me, shit, throw me something.
Yeah, but that's not a lot of money, man.
That's not. But shit, you can run those something. You can do something. I'm a flip, man. I don't know what other people do, but I know how to get to some money for real. So.
All right. Well, listen. So at this point, so where are the kids? Like, where do they live? Like, who do they live with?
They were family. Till I get it together. I'm trying to get a flat. Like, today I'm supposed to go do an application for some apartments because it's assistance out here. It's assistance and resources out here. When I like the last 2 weeks, I've been getting up early every morning, just going to these places they say go to.
What, Crossroads?
Trying to find the resources. I've been to Crossroads. They got me my ID, the ID voucher. They got my kids' birth certificates coming in. I'm waiting on that. They told me to go. I went to Gateway, got on their little list. I think they put me on the wait list. I went to where else I went and got on the wait list?
So you've been making it happen basically, because some people
I've been getting up every day
they
for
move
the
their
past
feet
3 weeks,
slow and
I don't
everything
like where
else.
I'm staying at, you feel me? I like staying with folks. I need my own shit. And it's time for me to just put this shit together for and get my kids and stuff. Like, for the last 2-3 years, I ain't had my kids with me, and it's very, 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 very depressing. Like, all I think about, I'm used to being in the house with my kids, and since I ain't had my kids, I've been outside. I've been thinking I was getting in trouble. I don't know, I was doing all kind of shit, but like now I'm more focused. I got my mind all right. I'm getting sleep at night, you feel me? I got a little bipolar sometimes. When I be stressing too much, I don't get no sleep.
With bipolar, that's just, that's the part of that Gemini stuff.
Yeah.
We twins, it's 2 of us. All right, well, listen, Miss, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I got social media. Y'all can get at me on Lil Baby Guwop, LuhBabyGuwop, LuhBabyGuwop. What's up, Unc?
I'm listening.
6. Lil Baby Guwop 6. I also got the Get Money Play Later.
So hold on, Lil Baby Guwop 6. That was your what?
Instagram.
Okay, what about your Cash App?
And I'm using my daughter Cash App. So it's Money Bag Baby. Bag with 3 G's. I think 2 Y's for the baby. 2. Money Bag Baby 2.
Okay. All right. Well, like I say, really appreciate you. Definitely happy to have a much deeper conversation.
And they can just DM me. I got a new Facebook too called Damn Monique. It's Damn with 2 N's. Monique. And yeah.
All right. So look, no, in all seriousness though, I was very happy to have a much more substantive conversation with you.
Yeah, we did better this time.
We did a lot better, and I think that we crack some things open that maybe you can now realize, like, hey, let me maybe see if I can go get some help for that, because maybe does have an impact on me that I don't realize, right?
Yeah.
And so for any uncomfort that I made you feel, I hope that it is trumped by the positive results that happen on the back end. Okay? All right. You make sure you have.
What's your name again?
I'm Marcus. Marcus, the
Mr.
interviewer.
Walker. Nice to meet you again. Appreciate the interview.
No doubt. You
and,
make sure you have a great one, okay, sweetheart?
You too. Thank you.
All right.